Something I realized rather quickly when I started on the antler last time was that I really need to have a mask. I was getting antler dust in the air, very fine particulate. I'm positive that was not healthy. So let me try to do better this time. I should also try to keep the dust out of the Pepsi. You see what I can do about that too. This is something I've used before. I think I've shown it in a video. Super cheap little thing. I think it's either like a Walmart or a Harbor Freight thing, but it's good enough. It did pretty well getting those nubs rounded off, and I'll try to show the befores too in the process here, but I think that's okay. Now, I tried to start cleaning this out thinking maybe I could get that off. It was just like some mossy type stuff, but evidently it's a little more in the grain than that, a little deeper, and I don't want to dig into it. So what I may do at the end, I've got some bry wax and steel wool coming that I've watched a video on how that will brown this back up. So after I get this rounding done, if I get approval for that, got checking with the son-in-law right now to see if this is okay for what he has in mind. I'm going to go ahead and round that off similarly. Maybe do a wash. I saw that you actually can just put it Dawn dishwashing liquid and scrub it, and sometimes stuff comes off. But the bry wax will supposedly kind of brown it to a more natural, almost living color. And probably these things will be okay because they'll just kind of give a little variance to the browning. And I think we're pretty good here. And I'm not going to try to change the shape any more than I absolutely have to. So that means this will get rounded off, working from both sides. Looks like some dogs or coyotes or whatever got to this to chew on it a bit. And I can't remember if he found this. I think he did get this when he, well, no, it was not North Carolina. That's where they were living at the time. But I think he found this on one of his hunting trips out west, and maybe, yeah, I'll have to confirm that. I think he found it on one of his hunting trips out west. And I really hope that I can make this look kind of nice for him. He's got some great taxidermy stuff some stuff that he has taken himself over the years, and really nicely done. And so I'd like this to measure up in its own way if I can. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to switch over to some time lapse now. Please enjoy. Well, before the hyperlapse, I just spent several minutes scrubbing with a fairly strong bristled old toothbrush and Dawn dishwashing liquid, and I don't think it made the slightest bit of difference. I think these colors are just totally in, and that's how they're going to be. Although I'm very interested to see how this bry wax does. I'd never heard of it before until I saw this video. And some people use coffee grounds, and there's other things that you can do. I mean, you can probably just use stain too. But the bry wax evidently also kind of seals it and protects it. I don't know, maybe that did something there. I'm not sure. But anyway, haven't heard yet if this rounding off looks okay to the owner. But when I hear then I'll do whatever I need to do next. And I interrupt the interruption of going to the time lapse once again because I realized I got this little wire brush, and maybe I can see if that will do anything. First, I'm going to try up here where I think I'm going to round off anyway, just to see what it does. And then if that doesn't, if it does something without really damaging it too much, I may try it first down in the grooves here, in the nubs. We'll see. But first, the face mask. I do not need to be breathing old antler dust. I mean, everybody needs a hobby, but not that. Well, anything that might have been surface grime, I think must have already been gone, because none of the rest of that's really coming off. And I don't want to get down to underneath the surface, underneath the gloss of the surface. Okay, well, learning as I go. This is either really funny or kind of pathetic and sad. After I started working on this antler, I washed it, scrubbed it, kind of scraped it a little bit. Nothing really changed that much, and then I let it set for 2 or 3 days, and I came back downstairs to the basement, and I thought, oh no, what is this? What happened? Is it starting to rot away? Did I get it wet and now it's eating it up? And oh no, I've ruined my son-in-law's antler. William, I am so sorry. And then what I found out was it was just a shadow. Oh, imagine, if you can, my relief and my willingness to laugh at my mistake, so that I didn't have to laugh at a real mistake or cry. Let's see if we can get the rest of it. We got approval that the rounding off of these two was acceptable, so we're going to try to get the rest of this finished up. William, I hope you like it. I sure have enjoyed the opportunity to work on it. All right, I remembered the mask this time. And while this burn is finishing up, I'm going to try to do some more work on this antler. We got good approval on the way we were rounding off the nubs. So these were considered okay. So we're going to try to do the same thing here. You can see that it's been chewed on, and there's a bit of decay in it, and there's a bit of discoloration. But let's just try to round this so that I can take this with me back to my son-in-law, and we'll see what he wants to do with it from there. Here we go. I have a sneaking feeling that I might have still gotten some of this antler dust in my lungs. I don't know if you can see. It's pretty thick. Here's how it came out, at least so far. I'm going to tinker with it a bit. I think it's okay-ish. I know I can't make it a masterpiece, and it was fairly far gone when it was found out in the wild anyway. But I think this is better than it looking all chewed up. Now, what I don't know is when this inner surface or inner antler is exposed, if it starts to decay, if it starts to discolor, or what exactly. Don't know, and probably it'll take a little while to find out. I've got a 180 here that I'm going to spend a little time with just to see if I can smooth out some of those edges. I'm not sure if I can get good video of that or if it even matters, but let's try. It does look like it's been sanded a bit the way it is, so it'd be nice if I could smooth it a bit. Well, that actually is helping some, I think. Let's try. I'm not sure I'm getting anything in the picture for you here. Alright, well, I hope this will at least be a good mid-range, if there's some more that William would like me to do with this. But for now, I think we've given it a little bit of a glow up. And let's see what the master of the house in Alabama wants to do with it from here. Okay, have an antler will travel. And I haven't coughed up a lung or anything yet, so I think everything's alright. I know I'm blessed and grateful. I know I'm looking forward to this vacation trip, and I know I'm looking forward to seeing any comments you might want to share about how to do this antler stuff right if I've totally messed it up. And where maybe it can go from here, and maybe I'll get a picture of what William has in mind for it overall. I think he's got actually he said he had a skull that he might maybe mount with this, so it's all beyond me, but I'll see if I can help out. And I hope you are having a great week. Blessed and grateful here on Dead End Street.